Hmm.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, folks, to this week's episode of the Axis and Allies video game podcast. We welcome you
Whoa!
as we talk about video games, and for this week we've got some interesting topics, and we're starting off with the amiibos. So, Boogie2988 is a YouTuber recently put out a video, Francis video, in fact, where he's playing his iconic character. Yes, I can say iconic about Francis. Which is kind of like a stereotypical raging nerd just yelling into the microphone. And in that video, he's playing a character that's really angry at Nintendo and their policy or the way they're treating the amiibos right now. And, well, amiibos are kind of an interesting topic because to some degree they're DLC and to some degree they're collectibles. And the fact that a lot of people forget is that you can spend an insane amount of money on collectibles, and the value that you actually get from them might be nothing. They even might lose worth. But I can see the criticism that's coming from a lot of people that I think Nintendo isn't handling those amiibos very well, with them being way more limited than other collectibles, and people trying to pre-order them and not actually being able to pre-order them. And yeah, I think Nintendo is. I mean, you can say that they're just collectibles, but I think the way Nintendo is treating the amiibos right now, it's just not worth it. And I feel sad for everyone who's actually tried to get involved with them, actually tried to collect them.
I have a question, and this is for the Nintendo people, because I'm not a Nintendo person. The fuck do amiibos do? Do they unlock characters in Super Smash Brothers or something?
Dude, you don't even know. Okay, so amiibos, here's the appeal. The little statues that represent fake things that are 2D, but these things are now 3D. So you gotta like buy them all. It's like crazy. It's like, whoa, Nintendo, this is an awesome idea. No, seriously though, there's really not much of a reason to get one right now.
Have
It's
you
like,
ever heard of
I was about to say.
Have you ever heard of Skylander?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Skylander.
Basically the same
But
thing.
the collectibles for that were like, you got them for like $3 a pop or less.
yeah, it's not like 30 bucks and like some guy's buying 20 of them to store at his house. But yeah, with amiibos, what it is it's like, I think a couple games are going to use them, but with Super Smash Brothers right now, what you can do is you can get an amiibo, and I think it tracks stats, and also it learns from your play style how you play specific characters, and you can play against basically this adaptive version of yourself, this adaptive AI, and it tracks stats and stuff like that. I think there's like one or two other things. The biggest appeal, though, definitely is not really so much using it with the Wii U as it is the fact that like you're collecting it and you get to show it off and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's really taken off in a really kind of odd way. And I thought amiibos would be a gimmick that no one really appreciated, and now everyone like fucking wants them like crazy. But I don't also like there's like 2-3 games that are gonna really use them a lot, and there's not really gonna be anything else that does. So it's kind of cool as a collectible, but also doesn't really make a lot of sense at all.
I guess I'm coming from I do a lot of like tabletop war games, so like Warhammer and stuff like that. So I'm coming from that point of view of just like, you can't even paint them. What's the point? I don't see the value in them because you're not making them. They add something to the Super Smash Brothers. But can't you get those characters anyway without the amiibos?
Yeah, you can.
Or are they locked to the amiibos?
No, the only characters that are going to be added are DLC characters, and you don't get amiibos from you buy them. Like, the amiibos are just there for the stats and for showing off.
It's so fucking point!
I know, right? By the way,
this is a manufactured need. Okay, I gotta give them.
Wait a minute, though. So I did see that one URL you posted in chat with the Sonic amiibo, and I want to say that one does look pretty cool. I think I would collect that one. He's got little man boobs and everything.
Wow.
They're like very, very subtly placed. It's like whoever did this put a lot of thought into it.
I just love how horribly best looking it looks.
Gotta go fast, man. Here's the thing, though, about people and like them being able to decide to spend money on whatever they want. Here's the thing. I was looking down on amiibos, thinking, well, they are just overpriced, collectibles, and who's like, if you spend money on this, and you're like not pretty clear in the head. But then I realized, wait a second, there's this free-to-play game that I'm spent a lot of time in, and roughly 3,500 hours. But then I looked at the game, and Steam told me you have spent approximately $649.98 in the game. I was like, okay, who am I to judge? I spent roughly $650 on a game that's supposedly free to play.
Yeah.
I don't understand, and that's maybe because I sit here and go, maybe it's just because the whole collectibles thing never made sense to me, other than like models you actually put together yourself and you paint it and shit like that. And so there's actual effort in your own way to make it yours. Whereas these, you just kind of buy. It's like those, like the weeaboos in Japan, or like the otaku in Japan, where they buy all those anime figurines and then you just let them stand.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yes.
doing nothing, and I'm just in there going, that's all they are. That's all they are.
Yeah, it comes from this. Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
I think I figured out what Nintendo is doing. They're trying to socialize otaku culture in America, and it is working because of the fact people are buying this shit in mass, and they're doing the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, it is the same, really, too. I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't know, people are, like, obsessively collecting these things, and they want to get their favorite characters and stuff like that, but, like, what are you going to do with them? Are you just going to let them sit around? And, like, it's not like amiibos are, like, they could become collectibles, I guess it depends, really, but I don't see them having, like, the same kind of reverence that say, the, like, original figures from the 90s or the 80s or whatever did. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Like, it's cool. I mean, I guess if you want to blow money on that, go ahead. Like, Mega Man, he's kind of cool. Samus Aran, yeah, sure, I'd love to get amiibo of her. But it's, like, also, you know, I could spend my money doing other things instead, or get better merchandise. So, like, I could get, like, a really good, like, fan work of something. Like, there's a lot of cool posters and even figurines and, like, cosplay stuff that's really cool for the same amount of price. So it's like, why bother?
The problem is the get out of jail for free card is, well, you can do with your money whatever you want, and it's collectibles. But the way Nintendo is treating their customers right now with the limited availability, and people just, you know, they just. I can see if they try to actually pre-order these amiibos, because you have to pre-order them, because if you don't pre-order them, then there might be a chance that you'll never get them in the first place. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Like that's the same with like with some of the new console releases for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. If you just have limited availability, and there have been discussions that some developers might try to do this on purpose. Then you put your customers into a position where you just manipulate them to pre-order, to pre-purchase for something that they would feel bad for if they didn't pre-order it, because they might never get it in the first place. And yeah, that's something Nintendo definitely shouldn't do, and they should feel bad for doing that. It's like, if someone actually wants to buy an amiibo, it's not because it shouldn't be because they fear that they might never get one if they don't pre-order it.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be fair, though, I don't really get the whole Skylanders amiibo.
Skylanders made sense because it was for kids, and they were really cheap to add on to the game. And amiibos make sense if it wasn't for the fact that they reduce production so they can inflate costs artificially, which therefore makes them valuable, but not intrinsically, which means the moment you buy it, it devalues to almost zero, just like diamonds.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's true. Also, like, once amiibos are really, like, there's a very high kind of demand within the market right now for them, but once that dies off and people are kind of satisfied with the amiibos that they have, it's really going to, it's going to decline pretty fast. And the other thing, too, is that right now everything is Super Smash Brothers because it's the first year out of the game. It's like the first kind of freshman year of it. But after a few years and everyone's got a chance to play Super Smash Brothers, it's been out for the Wii U for a while. It's got its own niche within the comp sphere. Like, this is a relationship with Wii U Smash Brothers, and this is how we think of it, and this is how we don't. These things are going to kind of level off right now. So, like, I feel like they're trying to maximize the hype that's going on right now, but that's going to crash eventually. That can't last forever.
I
don't see the point of them. Sorry, it's just. I mean, they're nice tattoos. So if there's like one or two characters that you want to buy because you want to put them in your shelf, okay. But if there's a game connected to it, apparently, or to be fair, I never really looked too much into the amiibos. I just don't. I grew up with Nintendo. Grew up using a Nintendo 64, and I still have a Nintendo 3DS XL that I use every now and then for Monster Hunter or for the Ocarina of Time on Majora's Mask remake. But I don't see what's. It's like apparently you can use them with your Wii U controller. It's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That does remind me of something that's really interesting that I forgot to bring up earlier. Remember last week it was April Fool's? We're all joking about the Binding of Isaac April Fool's joke. You all remember that, right?
What was the April Fool's joke again? I didn't buy it.
Okay, that's fine. Evan McMillan made a joke on his Tumblr page that Binding of Isaac got cleared for release on Nintendo, but they had to censor all this content to make sure it could get cleared. So that was the joke about stuff like Scientology and Isaac's nudity being censored and a bunch of other stuff. Isaac runs around for football now. There's like you can change Isaac's mom into his dog.
JK, I was only pretending not to know anything about this, so the listener can actually get into this. Thank you.
Oh wait, so this was the Binding of Isaac April Fool's joke, but there was news last week that even though that was a joke, Binding of Isaac Rebirth is coming to 3DS and Wii U in the coming year ahead.
Okay.
But here's the cool
Is that
thing.
uncensored? Or...
It's completely uncensored, which is
God.
that's a pretty big step for Nintendo.
They get Bayonetta on a Wii U, which is...
Really? Because in the past they've allowed M-rated games and stuff like that. Or did everyone forget about all the FPS games that came out on the N64?
Well, wait a minute. That's true. There's a lot of M games that are on Nintendo consoles, but if you want to self-publish with Nintendo, they tend to censor games. Now, I believe what the case is here is that while Rebirth is being self-published by Nintendo for this specific situation, they worked out a compromise where they're not going to censor it. So this actually is a pretty big deal in the history of Nintendo's publication work, because traditionally they do censor for things like religious imagery and criticism and stuff like that when they self-publish, but that's not going to be the case here.
Well, that's good. I mean, congrats to the developer then.
Yeah. And I mean, it's Binding of Isaac on Wii U and 3DS. Like, it's pretty cool. There's a Vine out right now of how it's going to play.
Already on like the Xbox and PlayStation market?
I believe it wasn't on Xbox yet, and I know it's coming to that. I believe it's been on PlayStation, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty big deal because the console market's now going to get a taste of Rebirth, or at least a huge portion of it that didn't before. And, I mean, Binding of Isaac on 3DS is going to do incredibly well, I think.
Or get everyone extremely pissed off. And by everyone, I mean all the soccer moms who are like, oh, this looks good. Oh, my God!
Isaac's mom looks exactly like me. This makes me uncomfortable.
Wow. Shots fired. Disclaimer, this episode of the podcast has been sponsored by the developer of Binding of Isaac Rebirth. You can currently get it on the Steam shop for €14.99.
Full disclosure, I bought some weed off of him last year, so,
Right. But yeah, go check out the April Fool's joke from the developer. That was actually genuinely funny. Let's while we're talking about games possibly being censored, let's talk about a game that's coming out, I think, in 1 or 2 weeks. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 10. It's a game that's it's pretty brutal. If you ever heard of what are the finishes called again?
What game are we talking about?
Mortal Kombat. Fatalities, right? Yes,
oh, Mortal Kombat.
Then that's a Mortal Kombat reference.
The only time I've ever played Mortal Kombat was when I was like 10, and I was the cheap bastard with Scorpion when you did the high punch thing, and it would just cause fire, and I'm just like, that's how I win. I'm done.
Yeah, here's the thing. The original Mortal Kombat that has been released in July 1992. It has been indexed in Germany, and until until 2005, you were not legally allowed to own a copy of the game. Until 2005.
Whoa, that's pretty intense. I did not know that at all. I knew that there was a lot of restrictions in Germany for content release, but
You couldn't show any footage. Same applied, I think, to the original Doom, which has been put on the index.
All versions of Wolfenstein have been edited. Command & Conquer, the original game, had the blood replaced with oil and the screams were replaced with mechanical sounds. What else? Oh, there are some really weird things that they did with the N64 first-person shooters, like the James Bond games and stuff like that, and Perfect Dark.
I think the general move too in the Battlefield games to not show swastikas was also for the German market, but I'm not sure.
Anything with Nazi paraphernalia is immediately removed for any
The Red Orchestra doesn't have it either.
Also, until I think about 2 years ago, Team Fortress 2, the Gibbs released mechanical components instead of
That was pretty cool. That was pretty. It
Party
was really appealing.
mode.
I wish you could have made that a toggle. Like, I can see that it might be also look visually appealing to kids, and so that might be a reason why you want to like have a not so much violent like visual appearance. And the gears and the other stuff that your characters would like turn into when they die. That was kind of fun looking, but like, why not just make it optional? Anyway,
Wait, you could actually, of course in Germany it wasn't, but I know, I think if you put in the launch code for Steam, you could turn on party mode even if you weren't in Germany at all. It was like, it was like party_1 or something, I forget.
Wow.
But yeah, so like you could play around with the fun censored mode even then, so. Oh, no, it was -LV, that's what it was, because Left 4 Dead has the same command too for censored content.
yeah, well, okay. So far, the story, at least for Mortal Kombat, is well, the German ratings board, the USK, which is like the equivalent of the ESRB and the PEGI, what they're doing is they haven't rated. They apparently haven't even received a copy to rate yet. So there's like no official release of Mortal Kombat X. So what you can do is you can still ask a store clerk, like just I think it's the same term in English, just buy it under the table. So just ask like the store guy, just ask, can you give it? They're not allowed to sell this to like minors or anything, but they can sell the game. So what happens is if the game gets put on an index, then they are no longer allowed to put it on like a store site and say let's say Steam or whatever, so you can't buy the game from Steam. You'd have to ask like directly for a copy of the game. However, if the BPJM, which is the German, like, maybe I should try to find the English translations of those are just absolutely horrible. The Federal Department for Media Harmful to Young Persons decides that this, this game is actually like pretty harmful to the youth, then they can actually like, well, they can make it illegal for you to own a copy of the game in Germany and even like purchase it. So you can no longer purchase it even if you ask directly for a copy. And there have been other games that you were simply not able to activate a copy of if you're living in Germany on Steam. So like you got a key for the game and you're living in Germany and you want to activate the key on Steam, and the game and even if you have the key, Steam would simply say no, you can't activate this.
I think there was also. Oh no, what are you gonna say?
I don't know if it's the same for some games in the US, but yeah, it's just that some games I don't know, for Germany it's quite stupid actually.
No, that's strictly a German thing. I know Brazil does something similar actually. So
Australia as well.
The only thing we have here is ESRB, usually kind of like with NC-17 in movies. Every developer wants to shoot for something under AO, because if it's put on AO, then GameStop and other retailers are not going to sell it.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to sell it, because a lot of AO-rated games are like porn games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or so viscerally violent, like no one's going to show it anyway.
That's why it was a big deal that Hatred's going to be on Steam, and it's rated AO.
Yeah, because it is all we know right now is the disturbing graphic imagery, and it's like even a little bit more disturbing than Postal. And Postal also too just got denied from Google Play as well. That was earlier today or something.
Oh my
well,
god,
the
the
original
forum
was
posts on
just
Facebook about Postal were hilarious because everyone kept thinking about Postal 2 and everyone's no, it's the original.
Yes,
The
the
really
original.
fucked up one.
It's
Yeah, the
just,
one that
which is
was.
just about killing people. Yeah, that is not really much
It's about
else. to that.
psychopathy.
Like I think in that game it's implied that Postal Dude actually does have mental illnesses that is causing him to kill people and stuff like that. It is actually a really fucked up game.
The entire plot is basically a guy going on a shooting spree because he finally breaks, and the final level is him breaking down at his school before he ends up killing children. The whole
I didn't
thing
realize
ends in a
that.
mental ward.
Was
The
this
whole thing ends
before
in a
the
mental ward.
Columbine?
I'm gonna go Google that right now. Give me a moment. That came out in 1997.
Yeah.
Shooting was 2 years later, 1999.
Yep.
Yeah, because I know what was it? So I know you can still get Postal on Steam and stuff like that. Is it still rated M or is it rated AO or?
I
It's still
believe
rated
it's
M,
rated AO.
A what?
Oh wait, no, it was rated M. What the shit?
Yeah. Let's see. I love going on Wikipedia looking through the obscenity controversies category.
Oh, you can't. You also are not able to buy Dying Light from the Steam store. So you have to get the key somewhere else and then activate it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Don't.
It's pretty screwed up.
The thing is, my argument has always been, if you're an adult, if you're old enough, and if you own like a credit card or if you got bank details, then you're probably an adult. And if you're not an adult, then what the fuck are your parents doing? So let's say you're an adult. Why are you not able to like just buy the game that you want? It's just people can read fucking Mein Kampf and not become a Nazi, and that's a fucking book written by literally Hitler. So you're telling me that I can't play a video game? Why?
Exactly. It does make sense. Let's see.
Yeah. So instead of Steam directly getting the game, a random key shop got my money.
Huh,
So
that's weird.
Steam could have had the money, but no. Well done.
Yeah, I don't know. I know here in the U.S. there is the whole entire AO thing where shops really aren't going to carry games that have AO ratings and stuff like that. But trying to think. For
You
the
can
most
still
part,
get them on Amazon, right?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, really, most AO. Actually, what happens now that I think of it is, not every game I think needs to be rated now. I'm not sure about that. I don't think every Steam. Well, wait. Maybe every Steam game has a rating. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Now that we have more services that are willing to carry games that might be rated AO, and also ESRB is becoming a little more lenient, I think, on certain concepts and things and stuff like that. Because even though a lot of games are becoming even more viscerally graphic and stuff like that, but ESRB usually still kind of sticks with either T or M. Usually M. There's probably more games now rated M than there used to be a few years ago, but neither here nor there. Just generally speaking, it doesn't really seem like it doesn't really seem like there's as many restrictions for reaching AO games, but most devs still try not to hit the AO rating, unless they want to, like Hatred.
Yeah, some game developers in Germany actually have to censor. Well, they don't get censored, but they get self-censored. So what the developers do is they remove certain parts of the game because they fear if they don't do that, then they won't even get an 18+ rating. So even if the game is targeted clearly towards adults only, towards people who can handle drinking vodka, who can handle smoking cigarettes, or do other if you're living in the Netherlands, then I think you're legally allowed to smoke weed. You can do all that stuff when you're adults, and suddenly, when you make a game, you have to censor some parts of the game, even when it's clearly targeted at adults, just because you fear that the game might not be released, because they simply a federal department is saying no, we won't have this because somehow you've. I don't really get the argument. It's like, if a game is supposed to be played by adults, then no kids should be playing this. And if some kids are playing this, well, we had the news I think 1 or 2 weeks ago about an English school where people have been threatening parents of kids when they were talking when they were clearly playing games like Call of Duty, and I can see the I can see the outrage somewhat, because you have these kids who are like 12 or 13 years old, and they shouldn't play games that are not meant for them. And I feel like every time this is brought up, that games like games that are clearly targeted for adults only, that are played by kids, that is being used as an argument as to why those games should be banned in the first place. It's like, what kids are going to play? Well, kids should be playing them. What are the parents doing, and what are the store personnel doing, just selling them those games?
Yeah, exactly. It's complicated. I think a lot of it comes down to parents don't want to take responsibility for what they put into the household, or if they're willing to be responsible parents, then usually they don't want to read up on a game beforehand and learn about it. And also, too, it's just the fact that it's important to accept the fact, too, that, teenagers, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, they're not adults yet, that's true, but also they usually do have exposure and experience with a little bit more mature kind of themes and content and work and stuff like that. I mean, 14, 15-year-olds, they're watching movies, they're watching television shows, they're watching YouTube things, they're going to discuss mature themes and stuff like that. I know if I had a kid that was 16 and Killing Floor 2 just came out to say, I wouldn't tell them, no, you can't play that because you're 16, that game says 18 and up, so I'm pretty sure it's going to get 18 and up, but still, it's like... it's like, okay, let's be real. There's gore all over the place. It's not getting a E rating at all. But
on this topic, we should totally do my first M-rated game I played.
Oh, that would be such a good topic. Oh man, I think mine might have been Team Fortress 2 actually. But yeah, I think. Wait, there might have been one before that.
So what's M-rated? What's that exactly? Is that 21 or is that 18 or?
It's 18. Wonderful.
Okay.
M is 18.
Yeah. It's I would say probably most games that are relatively hardcore end up getting.
Why?
I think Witcher's going to. I think Counter-Strike might have. Not sure.
Okay, so
Doom would be the whatever's your mature rating, meant for adults.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look up.
So here are the ratings, just to compare to your system. Here are the ratings that you have for your. That we have for the German ratings board. We have 0, which is basically it's luxury for all. We have 6 and up, which is like kids which are like games that actually require some thinking. 12 and up are games which actually have which include some military simulations. Like military simulations, some arcades, some RPGs that may have some heavier topics. Then we have 6 and up, which is okay, so there's blood and there's a bit of violence going on. And then we have 18, which is kind of like Doom or.
Okay, so the 12 and up would probably be E. I know they put in a new E for everyone thing.
10 plus.
Yeah, that would be E. 10 plus would be the 12 one.
I just
Teen would be the 16 plus, and M would be the 18.
Yeah, here I got an idea actually to help explain too. So I was actually curious if Mass Effect got a T or M rating. So I looked up the Mass Effect 2 ESRB rating on the website, and again, it's so easy. Parents just learn how to do this shit. It's like type it in Google and you got it.
On the case.
Literally, yeah. You turn it around, it tells you.
Anyway.
Wait. Let me just read this real quickly though. So the content description for Mass Effect 2 is it's M and it's blood, drug references, sexual content, strong language, and violence. And usually those are kind of like the ones that are going to get the M rating. And it's just a flat. If it's doing that stuff, it's more likely they're not going to get M. T is usually just more like there might be some strong language, usually more like mild language, and there might be some blood and violence, but not a lot. It's going to be kind
of Tony Hawk's. Think the Tony Hawk games.
Yeah, exactly. Usually no drugs either, no sexual content. So XCOM has a T rating, for example.
Yeah.
I find I don't know if there's such a big difference between M and A. It's like 17 and 18. It's is there really much of a difference? 16 and 18 I can kind of understand, because 16 is okay, you got some responsibility. When you're 16 in Germany, you are legally allowed to drink alcohol, at least beer.
That's why I like the ESRB system, because until they added in the 10 plus in the early childhood, it was just E, meaning everyone, teen, meaning teenagers, mature, meaning adults, and then the adults only. That was it. Yeah. That's all you needed. It was simple. Yeah.
I remember too, back in the 90s, before they rehauled the system even for the first time, it was there was no E, it was just K and A. And I remember a few games that got K and A. Like most of the Sonic games got it, Knights got it. For some reason, I remember it on Saturn a lot, having K&A games. And then they changed it to E, but it was always so awkward, that transition between E and E10 and up. Like, what's the difference? And then there was before E and before K&A, there was EC, which was early childhood. So like the Sonic Schoolhouse preschool game, which was like you played as like it was like a preschool educational game with all these like weird Sonic characters. That got an early childhood too, which is just like flat educational games in Sesame Street and stuff. So American rating systems are really, really weird. They keep on changing a little bit too. But yeah, I guess my first M game was Team Fortress 2, but I feel like there's something else before that.
You know what?
My
One of
first
my
M-rated
first.
game was God of War.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what game?
God of War.
Well, I'd have to go.
Me and my mom.
How old were you?
Me and my mom.
No, my mom's always kept up with video games because she's
Oh.
actually the one who got for Christmas. She got us the PlayStation and she handed me one of those Namco museum games that have like a bunch of them. It's like you get to first play all of the games I used to play as a kid.
That's
was
pretty
like,
cool.
Oh, okay. And so she's always followed along. Like we'd get Game Informer or PlayStation magazine, and she'd read through it as well. Because we would ask for video games, and my mom would look through the magazine, and go decide whether or not it was good for us or not. But like we go in, and my mom sees like God of War, and she had like at one point I had just sat there and we were watching something about ancient Rome, and it was like it was an HBO thing, so of course it was like adults. And I was 13, and my mom and we looked at the game. My mom's like, "Yeah, you're fine. Just get it." Guy was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "He can handle it. He's seen worse."
Yeah, I don't know, like, because only my dad really followed video games a lot, but I was thinking, like, you and your mom are playing games together, and it's like God of War, it's all violent shit, and it's like, yeah, this is
My
cool,
mom
we're
tried
playing
to
video
get
games
into it.
together.
My mom tried to with Kingdom Hearts, but she just couldn't get the controls down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, we try to get my mom to play video games, she just can't. My dad plays video games with us still, we'll do Crash Bandicoot and stuff a lot, but, what was it? As for my own, though, what was my first M game? I guess it was Half-Life, but, like, I think the first one that we, like, all played was probably, Brothers in Arms, that tactical World War II shooter.
Oh
If you're
yeah,
familiar with it.
that was
Oh,
the
so I'm
second
saying
game
that's
I played.
a pretty cool series.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting too because I was right kind of smack dab in the middle when tactical shooters they weren't falling out of style yet, but that was really kind of like the golden age in the 2000s. You had like SWAT right around then too, SWAT 4. That might have been our first M game actually, SWAT 4. We got the demo for that and played it a lot. SWAT 4 was tactical. Rainbow Six was just peaking before, for some reason, decided to go to Vegas. And of course there was Brothers in Arms, which was also really good. And Red Orchestra was coming out around the same time too, I believe.
My first, I'm not actually sure which platform it was, which one was the first. On Nintendo 64, the first M-rated game I played was Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, yes.
On PlayStation 1, I'm not sure if Road Rash or I think it was called Road Rash.
Road Rash, I remember that game. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Road Rash, where you're riding on a bicycle, not on a bicycle, on a motorbike.
I wish it was a bicycle.
That sounds like a good name for like a good idea for like the next game that they could do. Just you're riding a bicycle, just swinging the chain and hitting cops, and then you drive away on a bicycle.
It's got a little like horn ring to it too and everything.
Oh god, please don't do that. And the other game would be Return to Castle Wolfenstein on the PC.
Oh yeah.
Surprise! Who would have thought that the German played this game?
I didn't even play it when I was an American when it first came out.
It wasn't
so.
that interesting, to be fair.
Doom is a lot better, really, when it comes to the original shooters from ID. But yeah, I feel like that would be a good segue too. Speaking of horribly graphic, violent end games with Nazis in them, there was the Killing Floor 2 embargo was officially lifted today, and Total Biscuit released his video footage.
Go look at it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
I heard the angelic cries of people being slaughtered as Zeds spread everywhere.
Oh, it was gorgeous. There is at least one full female character you can play as, which is pretty cool. That's the only thing I care about in Killing Floor.
And we finally get to see the goddamn Scrake, and he wears a loincloth.
Oh man.
Is it sexy?
I don't know. Are you into zombies?
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I think I prefer the original Killing Floor Scrake, mainly because he looked like a surgeon, and all he ever said is.
A lot of them say that, and only that. But oh man, I watched the Total Biscuit Let's Play, I guess like an hour or two before this, and I don't know, out of all the different things that I really, really liked about it, but I thought the coolest idea that they had to mix up the game design and make things dynamic was the dynamic lighting system, if you're familiar with it. So basically what happens with dynamic lighting now is that almost similar to what happened with Left 4 Dead 2, Tripwire realized everyone was camping at the same spot to kill zombies, and there were certain tactical advantages to stay in the one same spot over and over again, and that was kind of a big tactic in Killing Floor 1. Now, of course, when Valve tried to figure out that issue with their crescendos, of course, Left 4 Dead 2 has a bit of a different gameplay kind of pacing compared to Killing Floor, but Valve's kind of idea was, let's just throw in a new monster to deal with that issue, and they created the Spitter. And the Spitter was okay, but had a lot of problems. Tripwire's instead, what Tripwire decided to do, because there's not a flashlight system, and they're further improving the lighting system in the Unreal Engine 3.75, as they call it, they create a dynamic lighting system where good choke points to kill zombies are lighted by lights, but if those lights go out by grenades or bullets, you're done with the lighting, and you can only use your pistol as your pistol's flashlight, or based on the flashlights that your perks get. So you have to keep on shifting around to an area that's lighted, and when the lights blow out, you have to go to another area to survive. So you're moving around a lot. It's very dynamic with a lot of communication, and it's just so cool that something that was created as a graphical feature to just give a little bit more life into the level, into the game, is now being used as literally a gameplay design feature.
So you would say the hype is real?
Oh yeah, I'm on the hype train right now, and this thing is only going to derail.
Swilly, would you say the hype is real as well?
Dude, I'm so hyped, I'm overhyped. My hype plan in my brain is shriveled up. That's how much hype has been released.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have multiple reports of the hype being real. I repeat, multiple reports of the hype being real. Yeah, go to Steam right now, pre-order the game. Oh wait, you can't. Take my money! Take my money!
Oh man, it's $30 here, which is actually pretty good. I expected it to be like, I heard some reports of $40. $30's not that bad.
Oh, but I still don't have it. Oh.
I would also like to say that Phil is not using his their superpowers, journalistic superpowers for good.
Uh-oh.
It's quite embarrassing. You know, with all the talk we hear about nepotism and journalistic integrity being more missing than a oh god, I can't make this politically
being more missing than the WMDs, which are contained within Iraq.
Explosions everywhere with this nepotism.
We need keys. If you nobody's listening to this, but give us keys.
Give us keys.
Are we doing the Begathon? Are we going to be NPR?
If you fund our Patreon,
tote bag.
Right. Okay.
If you fund our Patreon at least $100, you get to give us a key.
Here's the thing. I'll go on the Killing Floor 2 page right now. Let's do something. Let's write an email to the developers of Killing Floor.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
I have to admit, I'm stealing this concept right now from one of Jim Sterling's podcast episodes. I think the Podtoid or the. Oh no, it's the other the shark. Where they pretend to be a marketing firm and just send random emails. But hey, let's go to tripwireinteractive.com. Let's look for the email address. Contact. Name. It's my name.
Your name.
My name.
You put in your name.
And your Uber email address so it looks more professional.
Sounds good. I like this plan so far. Is this going to end in free video games?
Let's do the message first. Okay, what would be a good way to address those people?
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. we're I am part think tank. No, not think tank.
We are a conglomerate of professional gamers. Wait, is this for real? You at the Tripwire site right now?
Yes, I'm at the website. I'm right now filling in the contact field.
Oh man, okay. Okay, I actually do have a good idea for what you could write if you want me to say it.
Oh God.
We're doing this.
Oh no.
The worst thing they can say is no.
I'm expecting like an email reply straight to your box. It's just like, yeah, no, Tripwire Interactive.
No.
I find it extremely problematic that you have not given me a key.
Okay, so we're at Hello Friends. We are at some and then something I can't spell.
Are we sure we don't want someone who's more fluent in English writing this?
We all making the news right now, so.
Oh, okay. You should write the entire email in a horrible German accent.
Just write the email in German.
I could use every like hello Freund. Okay.
My writing style is to mix up languages as I write, and no one can understand me.
Okay, you need to actually help me writing this email. So it's going to be the best email ever written.
Wait, we're serious about this. We're gonna contact
Tripwire. We're serious about this. Yeah, okay. we got 15 minutes, and I don't want to talk about any heavy topics right now because I'm in the LOL Topcack mode. So let's do LOL Topcack. Okay,
so I got a good idea. You should just say that we're a group. We're a podcast. What are each of our positions in gaming? I write stuff, and I'm a content creator, quote unquote. Trademark that. Swilly, what do you do?
What? Wait, what?
We're coming up with ways to pitch ourselves for free keys, for free video games.
I am the PR director for the X's and Allies.
Yes, there you go, perfect. You're the
there we go.
Free keys, please.
And Uber, what's your position?
I'm the German.
Okay, you're the German, official German.
I just imagine you having like a company.
No, you know what?
Like
You just send them this video and just like go from this time to this time and laugh your ass off.
So as you can see, we're having a lot of fun making fun of your company. So please give us some keys. Oh man. But no, I forget. I think Tripwire liked one of the pieces I wrote about them. I wrote about how female protagonists in first-person shooters. I said this is a great idea, and I sourced John Ram's post on the Tripwire forums about how they wouldn't be creating objectified women characters. They're just going to create women characters that are realistic and they're dynamic, and some might be attractive, some might not be, but they're not going to be objectified. And he liked that too. I think he sourced it or posted on his Twitter or something. Ram Jaga from Tripwire. So they know me. I'm cool, and but yeah, so Tripwire is pretty cool, and I like Tripwire a lot, and that's why I want to play their game so badly. I don't know where that was going, but I just want to say that I write about Tripwire sometimes. Anyway, so how's the email coming along?
Do you want me to say what I've got so far?
Yes.
Yes, go for it. Also, how much time do we have left?
We got roughly 20 minutes, so we've got some time.
We're wasting it writing this goddamn email.
This is not going to take 20 minutes, but I feel like this is actually a good idea.
Okay, so there are three possibilities. The first possibility is they just laugh and go no. The second possibility is they go fuck no. The third possibility is they give us keys and we just gotta sit there and go, how the fuck did that happen?
We gotta sell ourselves. Okay, we're an up and coming gaming podcast group. We have a German. We have a PR department, which is run by one person. We have someone who occasionally writes in pitching to the escapists. So, I mean, this is perfect. It's like 3 people all in one. They can play video games and maybe talk about them. Maybe not. I don't know. But, you know, we're up and coming. We're young urban professionals or gaming professionals. You can just throw in a bunch of buzzwords and you'll get keys.
What the? Okay.
Good idea, right, Swilly?
I like it. It's a good idea. This is just I don't fucking know. Go for it. Let's do this.
Yeah, we might as well write something up. Maybe in all seriousness, where there's something serious we could write after the show. But if you want to send them like my ship posting too, they might like that. I have a lot of funny tweets that they might like.
Woo!
Okay. Did we officially run out of things to talk
Here's what I
about?
got so far. Here's what I got so far. Hello, Freunde. I'm the PR director of Majestic Axis and Allies. We're a creative group which. Moi. By the way, Phil is a serious journalist. Seriously.
Honestly,
Then
to
we
prepare
have-
in one easy step, you give it the
Seriously, no nepotism. Promise. No nepotism should be enough. Then we have Mr. Swilly, who likes long walks at the beach.
Wait, please don't send this.
Send it.
No. I'm actually trying to get a key. This would kill that chance.
My name is Senor Uber.
No, I know. Get rid of Phil's name.
Don't do this.
Uber. Just send it with your and my name in, and then we'll just find out whether it works or not.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it works, Phil is fucked, so... Yeah, sure, why not? My name is Senor Uber. I'm a very famous German pop star. We're huge fans of Killing Floor, so we will be highly fond of receiving 3 keys of your new spiel. Buzzwords, more buzzwords, promise of good PR and unimaginable wealth. Guten Tag. Okay. I can leave Phil out if you want.
Yeah, leave me out of this one. This is on you guys. I'm not part of this.
Yeah, just leave him. Like, we're gonna have a fucking professional career anyway. Just fucking go for it, Uber.
Oh my god.
No, and you should end it with a winky smile.
No.
And if they ask what the fuck we just said, we just send them this video and go, that's what we said. Phil's not affiliated with the email.
I'm the deeply disturbed observer of this scenario. Oh my god.
Do we name our episodes at all? Because this is just going to be the mail from hell.
Jeez. Oh man. This is, I don't want to be affiliated with any of this scheme.
You have a career to lose. Well, I've got on the end. I'm a man who's got nothing left to lose, so I really couldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
Nothing
same
like
here.
2 desperate video gamers trying to get keys to Killing Floor.
To be fair, okay, so about roughly 10 seconds of poor honesty. So let me look at Twitch right now. Let me look at Killing Floor. And let me look at some of these streamers who received keys.
Okay.
So 20 viewers, 16 viewers, 15 viewers, 9 viewers, 8 viewers, 7 viewers, 5 viewers, 4 viewers, and some random Russian who's actually streaming Dota 2.
Whoops.
How are they any significant that they actually received a beta key for Killing Floor 2?
I think it's complicated for a bunch of different reasons. One, there actually is one place giving away alpha keys that you can play right now. I forgot who. I think it's what's happening is they wanted to do server tests before they released the official early access, so they gave out some keys for that. I don't know if that transfers to early access. There are sites giving away a good deal of them, so I don't think they will, because that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Like, here's the full game for free right now, go get it. That would be kind of weird. So I think it's like a different test thing. From that though, I don't know, but I think people that were server owners and wanted to host things were going to be given access to the alpha to try it during a server stress test. I don't know the specifics. But if I had to take a guess, I would say people like Total Biscuit that just got a key to play it and record it. I'm pretty sure Total Biscuit got the actual game, not just like an alpha test. But I don't know. They're playing Killing Floor. I'm jealous.
Wait. So if we ask for this key, will we actually get the game, or is it just going to be access to an alpha build?
I don't know either of those answers currently. I'm still trying to figure out if I can get a key myself professionally, so... I mean, either way, I'm getting Killing Floor too.
Please tell me you sent the email.
I'm doing it right now. I'm adding like a final touch to it.
Yes!
Oh my god.
No, this is the stuff that make or break careers. We're either gonna have them respond to us horrifically or stupendously.
I've always been dreaming of working for a games company, and I'll probably when I actually get to apply for and they invite me to an interview, they'll bring something like, "Oh, hello, Dennis. It's thank you for your application, but there's this I don't know how to put it. There's this message that we received from the guys at Tripwire, and they received this message for this email from you. Like, what were you thinking? Do you honestly think we could apply someone like this? Get out of this fucking room!" Like,
No. You just go, "Well, you guys are a bunch of tight asses then, because that fucking email was delicious."
Oh man. Killing Floor 2 comes out April 21st, guys.
There you go.
Tripwire Interactive. The fun never ends. The emails keep pouring in.
If I was working at a company and I'd see this kind of mail, then I'd be like, "Well, sure, why not?" At least they try.
Like a PR opportunity. There actually was a story though. I forget the name. I think it's let me actually find out what the specific game was. But one as a developer one person got scammed as a developer. The developer for Axiom Verge. Someone created a fake YouTube account and everything, and pretended to be a writer for a gaming journalism site, and was like, "Oh, give me a key for Axiom Verge. I'll review it for you," and stuff like that. And the guy found out like a week later that the same guy went to Cheap Ass Gamer and went and sold the key on there, so the developer of Axiom Verge got in touch with the guy who bought it. Was like, "You're not in trouble, but that was a review copy. Let's try to trace what happened." He tried to get in touch with some people there and some administrators, and that warned the scammer of what was going on. So it was kind of an endless stream. Eventually, though, what happened was this guy literally created a fake gaming website and a fake YouTube to get these fake keys, or to get these real keys. They weren't fake. These real keys, and pretended to be all these different things. This editor-in-chief, he was like pretending to be all of them, and he would get the keys and resell them for a profit. And it's like so fucked up. These developers are, they just want to get some coverage for the game. So yeah, oh boy.
I just put the text in the channel. You can tell me if it's all right.
Should I read it out loud?
You can. I would like one of you to actually read it out loud. Yes, very much.
Swilly, you do the honors.
Oh, okay. Is it post? Okay. Hello, friend. I am the PR director of the Majestic Podcast Group, Axis and Allies. We're a creative group which produces weekly entertainment about video spiel. Axis and Allies consist of Mr. Swilly and me, Señor Uber. Mr. Swilly likes long walks on the beach. My name is Señor Uber. I'm very famous German pop star. We're huge fans of Killing Floor, so we would be highly fond of receiving Drake keys three keys of Jordan's spiel. Buzzwords, more buzzwords, promise of good PR, unimaginable wealth, and last but not least, the threat of inevitable doom of female follower Duvans. Guten Tag.
No.
Thank you for
This
getting
joke
in
is
touch.
becoming
We'll
too
reach
real.
out as you as soon as possible.
Oh my god.
I want you to send that now.
I don't want you to send this.
It's been sent. Thanks for getting in touch. We'll reach out to you as soon as possible. I just sent it.
No.
Phil, you should probably send a preemptive email saying I told them not to do it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
you just missed it.
sorry.
You
I don't
just
even know these people. I'm being held hostage talking about
yeah.
video games.
You already missed your last chance of jumping off the boat, so you're stuck with us now.
Oh my god. It's so funny.
Are you not entertained?
I'm pretty entertained.
Yes, I have to admit.
Oh
this was
god,
pretty
my
entertaining.
head.
I'll tell you later specifically about if I can get a key or not, though. And if I do, I'll do some coverage for us and stuff like that. But I won't be doing this to get my perspective key.
You'll keep your dignity.
As best as I can.
Sucks
without
to be
getting
you,
on the
I guess.
floor. And on my knees begging. So.
That wasn't begging. That was a professional PR contact.
Professional creative begging.
Yes.
You've just created PR contact. That's incredible.
Yes, the website even thanked me for signing that. It says
Oh,
thanks
yeah,
for
there you
getting in
go.
touch. Yeah, you see, I must have done something right because the website was actually congratulating me on my message.
Yeah. It certainly didn't get filtered.
No. I also changed the first sentence from I'm the PR director to I'm the, just I'm and then ZE, just to make it sound more like a German.
I'm the PR director.
I'm the PR.
I'm really, really hoping that one of the execs at Tripwire sees this email and posts it on Twitter so I can retweet it.
I will retweet the fuck out of
Dude,
it.
if that happens, I'm not ready.
We're internet famous, and I don't want to say anything.
I don't. No. We say all the things. 'Cause we've only got 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
We basically do the equivalent of fuck you, you're cool, fuck you.
Oh, dear.
So that's been we just got horrifically sidetracked as
Yes. So we can use the last 5 minutes, or 3 minutes rather. I don't know. Actually, let me look at the list. I think we covered a very good amount of topics, and then we just did stupid stuff for the last 20 minutes. If you feel to thank me for that, then you can send me a message on Twitter. I'll be free to read that. That includes you, Phil, as well.
I don't know.
You know what really pains me? I
He's-
just realized
He's
Yes.
gonna be having nightmares about his career falling apart when he's considered to be
What did
alongside.
What did I do?
I blame the German.
No, it's probably not gonna be a big deal. I'm sure
No. You blame the German and you blame the German and the American in this.
Yeah.
They might not give you a key, but they might have a good laugh at it. So I don't know.
That works.
You know,
World
they
War
actually
III
have
will
gotten a
be-
lot of people being really, really rude about stuff like, you gotta tell us the date. What's the specs? You stop teasing us. It's unfair to us. And it's like, at least you guys are having fun with them. It's silly. They might.
Tell you what. I've been actually let's use this like the last 1 or 2 minutes. So actually let me do some research. I've been working in customer support for one of the I'm still working for one of the biggest German internet service providers. And I used to do that, but I'm no longer doing it. I used to work as like support for kind of like the biggest companies who we who we sold products to. And seriously, those who have to deal with customers or those who have to deal with externals, even if you read something like this, you either smile and say, "Oh, well, that's pretty funny or that's clever." You deal with it, or you can just delete it. But yeah, actually, what really ruins your day if there's just angry, and ranting and people people just trying to annoy you for something that's really worth nothing. And that's really the worst part about having to deal with Twitter. Stuff like this, that's nothing. It's like, okay, so someone had a good laugh. You don't, if you write something like this, you don't make fun of the company. You don't make fun of the person who's like, hey, who has to deal with this message. It's just that, yeah, there's certainly way worse methods to just annoy someone from a company.
Yeah, at the very least, they might get a nice laugh out of that. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
If not, just delete it and have a good day.
And we'll be getting Killing Floor eventually, so.
Eventually. I mean, half of this podcast has pretty much been free advertising of your game, and we also talked. Yes, and we also we also talked about the game previously. So.
Wait, can I just say something real quickly? I want to close and comment.
Sure.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this in my head for a very long time, but I haven't found the way to properly express it. But Total Biscuit as a name, in the UK, biscuit's like a cookie, like a sugar cookie. But in the United States, Total Biscuit is like, that would mean like total like a breakfast biscuit, like it's all, you know.
It's
like
fluffy and buttery and.
So like when I'm trying to like use my UK to US English slang dictionary in my head to translate Total Biscuit, and all I can think of is if
He's
Total
a total
Biscuit,
cookie.
Yeah, if he was born in the United States, he'd be Total Cookie, or like Total like chocolate.
No.
Sugar,
If
sugar
he's
bread.
born in the United Kingdom, he'd be total cookie. If he was born in the U.S., he'd be fluffy roll of deliciousness.
And if he was born in the Cookie
Fluffy roll
Kingdom?
of deliciousness.
If he was born in the Cookie Kingdom, well then I guess he's a princess who needs to be saved by Finn.
Wait. So biscuit in the UK is cookie, right?
It's one of those things that they usually have with tea.
Okay, damn it! I'm looking this up on Google. Everyone, stay with me for like 5 minutes. We gotta solve this issue. Biscuit.
In the meantime, everyone who's listening to this and is German, simply saying "sigh." They're called cakes anyway. Yeah, we just call them cakes.
Okay, wait. I found it. Okay. In Commonwealth English and Hiberno English, a biscuit is a small baked product that will be either called a cookie or a cracker in the United States. So we've got it. His name in the United States would be Total Cracker.
Isn't cracker also like a racist word for white people?
Yes.
In the United States.
And he is extremely white.
You know, I think some people did call him Total Cracker for some reason during everything that's gone on in the past 8 months.
Well, they also said on Sub TV, and look how that much is hurting him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he had like a huge 50,000 loss in viewers, right?
But he's at 2 million now, so he practically doesn't give a fuck.
Wait, my favorite thing that someone has said about Total Biscuit in the last 8 months. Total Biscuit's relevancy has been draining. He's only paying attention to this stuff to increase his relevancy. Meanwhile, Tripwire gives him like a beta copy of Killing Floor. Oh
like this guy's only focusing on technical stuff. It's like if a game's a good port, who wants to know that? That's fucking games are art. It's like if I play GTA 5 on my computer and it's stuttering at 5 FPS, then that's art. It's like who cares if the game's running well? I just want to enjoy my art, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's this about graphics features anyway? Give me a low, a medium, and a high, and games are supposed to be cinematic. Make it 24 FPS. We're done.
This game's running at 60 FPS. This isn't cinematic enough for me.
It feels too realistic. Give me my bubble. Give me my bubble.
You know what that reminds me of? It's like at some point, it's like yesterday I came up with a sentence. From now on, all I'm going to play is pay to win. I'm not going to
okay, we've gone way off topic. I need to get something to eat, so...
You will be able to eat the salty tears of Tripwire.
Tripwire? I'm not part of that. All right. I guess just keep me posted on how this email fiasco goes.
I'm checking my emails right now. There's no response. I'll be checking it on a secondly basis.
Oh, please let me know. I want to see how this one ends.
So, what will we be doing with the week? Let's start with Phil. Phil, you got something in mind?
Oh man, I've got so many plans for this week. For instance, so what I'm planning for this week is I will be playing more Nuclear Throne. What else?
You will be
Maybe
right.
some Red Orchestra on original Killing Floor to get hyped for Killing Floor 2. If I can get into Killing Floor before the 21st, I might try to play that this weekend as well.
Also, there's an article from you, if I'm not mistaken, on Game One at the moment, which has been.
Yeah, that's right.
We've had some comments. So what's that article about?
We've had more than 5 comments.
Wow.
I wrote an article for in anticipation for Mass Effect 4, which will get a big reveal at E3. So I wrote an article suggesting that Mass Effect 4 could have a transgender protagonist, and it was kind of more like, well, I think it's interesting. BioWare might be capable of doing that now and writing a good character that's not just a token. So here's my reasoning. This is why they should do it. And the internet didn't like that much. So. Yeah, interesting responses. I've got interesting responses, both supportive and negative, so it's been fun reading the feedback.
Interesting is certainly a nice way to put it. Mr. Swilly. Looking for food?
Yeah,
what are you going to eat? Yeah, what are you going to eat? Like, that's...
Cheese steak and fries, what do you think?
Hey!
Jeez, what an asshole.
Yeah, I am. Alright, we should wrap this up. Uber should get the last word on this, because he never gets the last word.
I agree.
I think I always get the last word.
No, you don't.
I'm going to play some Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike is a good game. And someone on my friends list is currently playing Killing Floor 2. And I asked him how, and he said I got an early beta. So, if there's not going to be a next podcast if there's not going to be a podcast next week, it's because I'm going to be because I'm going to prison because I murdered that guy and stole his account. So
no, you can't emulate hatred like that. You gotta have some distance between you and your video games.
What? No, you don't.
Mind.
No, I'm actually Shepard. I saved the galaxy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I died in the process.
I shall pray to the gods that they forgive me for my bad thoughts, and I'll continuously throw money at the screen for Drew Wyatt.
Wait, did you send it in Comic Sans?
Opportunity has been wasted. We'll try that next time. Thanks for listening to the Killing Floor podcast, also sometimes known as Axis and Allies, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.